Day 56 of the Russian military offensive in Ukraine. Latest updates. Russia provides Ukraine draft document as part of negotiation process.
The Ukrainian side always backs out from previously achieved agreements, backs out from their own words. Of course, it has very bad consequences in terms of the effectiveness of negotiations. Currently, the Ukrainian side was presented with our draft document that includes absolutely clear, elaborate wording. The ball is in their court, we're waiting for a response.
Russian FM spokesperson accuses Ukraine of delaying negotiations.
The Ukrainian negotiators, unfortunately, are doing what they are used to. They are trying to delay the negotiation process by refusing to show a constructive approach on priority issues, and sometimes simply refusing to promptly respond to the materials and proposals made by the Russian side.
Ukrainian president calls for more weapons.
It is unfair that Ukraine is still forced to ask for what its partners have been storing somewhere for years. If they have the weapons that Ukraine needs here, needs now, if they have the ammunition that we need here and now, it is their moral duty first of all to help protect freedom.
Germany says it maxed out the weapons it can deliver from its own stocks.
Here we have to recognize that the possibilities we have are reaching their limits.
But Germany will continue to support Ukraine militarily.
We have asked the German arms industry to tell us what material it can supply in the near future. Ukraine has now adopted a selection from this list, and we are providing it with the money it needs to buy it. As before, this includes anti-tank weapons, air defense equipment, ammunition, and also what can be used in an artillery engagement.
Russia accuses West in prolonging conflict.
Contrary to statements that hostilities should end as soon as possible, NATO countries are doing everything to delay the active phase of the operation. They are increasing the supply of military equipment, weapons and ammunition. They are pushing the Kyiv regime towards new neo-Nazi war crimes and to continue aggression against the DPR and LPR.
Russia's ambassador to the UN accuses the West of selfishness.
The West's concern for Ukraine and Ukrainians is opportunistic and selfish. Ukrainians are needed today only as cannon fodder in a proxy war with Russia, until the last Ukrainian. At the same time, the West does not forget about its own benefit. So weapons manufacturers in Western countries are joyfully rubbing their hands, counting their own profits from the increase in defense orders.
UN Secretary General calls for a 4-day humanitarian pause in Ukraine.
I'm calling for a 4-day Holy Week humanitarian pause, beginning on Holy Thursday and running through Easter Sunday, April 24th, to allow for the opening of a series of humanitarian corridors.
India is doubling down on Russian crude oil purchases despite pressure from the US. Russia successfully fires intercontinental missile system Sarmat.
This is a big event in the development of advanced weapon systems for the Russian army. The new complex has supreme tactical and technical characteristics and is able to overcome any existing missile defense systems. This truly unique weapon will reinforce the combat potential of our armed forces, reliably ensure Russia's security from external threats, and make those who, in the heat of frenzied aggressive rhetoric, are trying to threaten our country, think twice.
All England club bans Russian and Belarusian tennis players, meaning they are excluded from this year's Wimbledon.